Dr. Gold in the lab, Twitch stream glowing, formulas flashing, minds wide, knowledge flowing, equations on the board, numbers never sleep, teaching math and physics while them haters count sheep. Actual education, tune in and get schooled, flipping textbooks, breaking all the rules, from Newton to Einstein, concepts elevate. Keep the stream, it's the key to our fate. Dr. Gold dropping gems, knowledge raining down, actual education making scholars all around. Perpendicular minds, angles sharp as ice, maths and physics, yeah, the future's real nice. Got the Pythagorean triangles about to flex, quantum theories on deck, breaking all the specs, relativity theories, worlds getting small, grasp the universal laws, standing tall. From the atom to the cosmos, we rolling deep, gracing up the stars, no time to sleep. Black holes and supernovas, concepts we unfold, brain power heavy, yeah, that's Dr. Gold. Dr. Gold dropping gems, knowledge raining down, actual education making scholars all around. Perpendicular minds, angles sharp as ice, maths and physics, yeah, the future's real nice.
All right, what's up, everybody? Been a minute. Wait, I can hear myself. I can hear myself twice. Test. Oh, yeah, you're coming through somewhere else. Where are you? Oh, I know why. It's playing it through this. You need to stop. There we go. Okay. I was hearing my own audio through another screen I had here. All right, anyways. Office Hours is back. Here we go. I'm gonna make sure I share my screen. There we go. Happy Tuesday. Summer is here. Summer is upon us. Right? Hope you guys are enjoying. Some of you guys on break yet? Some of you guys must be on break. There we go. Let's go live on TikTok too. Okay, let's see what happened. Oh, we had the chess tournament, right? That was super fun. We had a lot of people in the chess tournament. We had, I think 8 of you guys competed in the chess tournament. I had a lot of fun with that. We will do more activities like that over the summer. We're going to do a lot more like kind of focused on gaming stuff. Because I understand a lot of you guys are not in school. Which is kind of a nice thing though, right? Yeah. Enjoy the summer. Stay Gold. What's up, fam? What's up, Jeff?
My name is Jeff.
Yes, and then on the 22nd, yeah, that's when I start teaching again at UCLA.
Oh, no.
So, yes. So those, but that's going to be a lot of physics, Jeff.
My name is Jeff.
Your favorite. So, yes. Yeah, let's look at the calendar. I think I am going to do a couple more office hours this week. But after that, I think next week I took, well, actually I still have it on the calendar. I need to take that off. Yeah, no. This week we will still have office hour streams, but next week I will not be streaming because I need to get ready for that UCLA class. I think I have like 120 people signed up for it. A lot of people want to take physics over the summer. So yeah, we got to do that. Anyways, so I will update that. I haven't done it yet, but if you go and look at the streaming schedule, I wanted to stream yesterday, but I was getting the rotors on my car replaced, and for whatever reason, dude, it took them like 9 hours. It took them so long. I mean, they replaced a bunch of other stuff too, but so I wasn't able to stream yesterday. I apologize for that. But it looks like we are here today. Penn Center has been doing some cool stuff. He has his real analysis class at 1 o'clock. I know Zach is on break, so either the 2iPi, our other friend, is on break this week. And then, yes, I do know I'm still scheduled. Yes, appreciate that. Yeah, I need to change these. These are all going to go away. I'm sorry. We might still do some gaming stuff. I'll be cool like saving the gaming stuff. But yeah, once the 22nd hits, that's when I start teaching at UCLA, and then our whole schedule will change a lot. So this week is fine. Pending, I need to plan out the next month, but that'll happen. Eric is still doing some fun stuff. Eric is doing some math research stuff on Wednesday. And then Justin had some cool stuff with college algebra. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed. Justin played in our chess tournament. He's actually he's pretty goated. He's pretty good at chess. So go check out Justin. He's another really smart person who I recently learned is becoming a full-time professor at a cool like liberal arts college for doing math there. Has quite the course load. I remember Justin telling me, but like a lot of courses for like a first-time professor. He's teaching like I think like differential equations and like some other advanced thing and then something else, and I was like, oh wow, that's quite the spectrum of classes. They really got you working. Anyways, that being said, if you do have, so I know some people are still in school. It is finals week for UCLA this week for the last quarter for the last week of the spring quarter. So if you're a UCLA student and you still have finals coming up, this is a great week to get help. I know some of the other students in my Discord have finals at the end of the month.
You done messed up, Aaron!
So we'll be around to help them out as well. And then other than that, yeah, let me take next week to really like plan out things, and there will be big announcements. We're also going to have our 5-year streamiversary. So 5-year affiliate anniversary. So 5 years of being recognized on Twitch as someone that is deserving of the peanuts, which are ad revenue. But also, I think you have to be affiliate to get like subs and stuff and other cool things. So, but yeah, so the anniversary for that is coming up, 5 years, which is crazy to think that we've been streaming here for 5 years. So we'll do a big event for that, big giveaway, a lot of fun, happy party time. And then it's back to physics. So if you have a question on a math or science thing you want us to go over, the website for that is actualofficehours.com. Just drop in your username, drop in a screenshot, hit upload. It gets put in the queue, and I may do it live here on the stream. So yeah, cool. Let's see. We do have some questions that got asked last time that I didn't have. Let's see this. This is probably a good one. Solve the following equation. Ooh, this is a good trick one. And then here, let me make sure. Is my chat working on TikTok? No, there it is. Should be working now. Okay. Let's clear all this. Okay, let's help you guys out with some math and science and start off the stream. All right, welcome everyone to Actual Education Office Hours. My name is Dr. Gold. This stream helps you with math homework, science homework, all sorts of fun things. I need to reload this. Hold, please. Here we go. This is a good question from Pineapple. Involves a little bit of pre-calc, I think, honestly. What's up, Force King? How's it going? Force King. Is that supposed to be like a foreskin joke? You guys have the funniest usernames, I swear. Okay, here we go. And actually, this is... Let's get this like... Sorry, I need to fix the crop on this. The crop on this is all out of whack. Excuse me. I think it's just a quadratic. I agree with you, Jeff. I think it's also just a quadratic. just trying to fix the aspect ratio on TikTok. There we go. Okay. Solve the following equation. 3 cosine 2x plus 2 plus cosine of x is equal to 0 for thetas between 0 and 2 pi. Show your steps algebraically and check with it. Hint. Hint, hint, hint. You might need this identity. I think you definitely would. Thanks, coolest dude. What's going on? Been a while. Yeah, welcome back, dude. We're here for the summer. How's it? Are you on summer break yet, coolest dude? Here, let me fix my cameras. I look a little dark. I need more brightness. My brightness. That's white balance. There we go. There we go. Now I can see myself. Okay. Anytime you're given some sort of trig function you're supposed to solve, and I always say, like, look at what the argument is. Like, what are you taking the cosine of? You really want to make sure that that thing is the same. I don't want to be dealing with, like, cosine of, like, 3x and, like, sine of, like, 2x. Like, this is a problem. It's a lot easier to deal with things where the trig functions are acting on the same argument. So, for instance, cosine of x, sine of x. I don't even care if it's sine squared of x or sine of the third of x. That's all totally fine. I just want to make sure this argument here is the same. And there are a couple identities that'll help you out with this. We can, like, look up some of these trig identities. You got still a couple more grueling weeks of exams. Oh no. Well, the good news is, coolest dude, if you need any help studying for those grueling exams, we're going to be still streaming homework help this week. Next week, we're taking a break because I got to prep for teaching at UCLA. But if you have any questions about physics, you can definitely ask them throughout the whole month of July. I will still do some math stuff, but I have to prioritize the physics because that's what they're paying me for. Anyways, okay, great. So these are some fun little identities that are useful, but this has none of the double angle ones.
You done messed up, Aaron!
I don't want that then. Wait, I want the double and triple. June 22nd, coolest dude. That's when the online session A begins for the summer. What's up, Kaushi Techno? Welcome back. Part 5 and 6 are uploaded as usual for your ongoing series. Oh, what is your series, Kaushi? What are you doing? Remind me real quick. Sorry, I sometimes forget. Anyways, these ones are useful. Yes, the calendar should be there. That calendar, I need to update it, coolest dude. So for this week, it's legit, but for the week after, I need to change things. So I say use at your own risk. The calendar's good right now for this week, but I need to fix it for next week. And then for all the weeks after that. Anyways. Oh, I guess there's some triple angle formulas. Oh, these are kind of sick, actually. Wait, what? Where do these come from? Are these legit? Oh, wow. I didn't know these. We're learning something today, ladies and gentlemen. No, I definitely am. So, coolest dude. The other cool thing that we're going to do while I'm teaching at UCLA is there's going to be like an online study group happening simultaneously on Discord. All of my lectures will be streamed. You will be able to access them. We'll give you like links for them. I do have to make them like private links because I don't want I don't want the entire public to see it. But like if you're a part of our Discord or you're part of Zach's Either 2 iPies Discord, you'll have instructions on how you can watch the lectures that are happening. And then, or actually, we'll do them publicly here on Twitch. Actually, yeah, never mind. Yeah, I forgot the YouTube links I have to make private because those are just for the students who are paying UCLA money to take. But yeah, all the lectures will be streamed, so you can watch all of them. And then Zach's also going to kind of lead a study group where we're working out the details on Thursday. I'm meeting with Zach on Thursday to go over this, but we'll give you guys access to like the textbook, the homework questions, so that you can kind of work alongside as if you were taking the class, you know. Yeah, if you bomb physics, you know,
Emotional, damn it!
it's okay. This is a time to not bomb it, and you can, you know, kind of learn alongside other people, and it's fun. Yeah. Anyways, so these are some cool formulas. So we got the double angle formula. This is how you take anything that's sine of 2 something and you can like reduce it. And I didn't know about these, but these are some like fun little triple angle reductions. This is weird how sine of 3 theta goes to 3 sine theta minus 4 sine cube theta. I actually would want to see how this works. The derivations to these. Do I teach any other courses? Yeah, I teach just generally physics. In terms of like tutoring help, I tutor everything. Anything science, technology, some engineering, all of the math. If it's anywhere from like middle school up through college, I probably do it. But in terms of like what do I officially teach, it's mainly either first year physics. So I've taught mechanics officially, and then I've taught E&M officially. And then the summer course is going to be an E&M class. Although it's not really much magnetism. I know it's called E&M, but it's really just the electrostatics part. There's not much magnetism in it at all. That's like the next course is more the magnetism stuff. UCLA is weird with how they split their physics. Okay. Anyways, so these are cool. These are good formulas to know. So knowing that, and then you can notice here they gave us some of the identities. They gave us the cosine squared one. Look at this. They said, oh, cosine of 2x is equal to that. Which, okay, I see. That's actually not any of these.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
I think really we just want this one, right? What's your policy regarding mentoring research work? You usually have a bunch of undergrads to focus on, but you usually have many of the younger folks from high school come in too. Mentoring research work. If I had time for it, I would do more of it for sure. I've had students like submit to me like little science reports they've done or whatever projects, and I'm happy to give feedback. I don't know if I have the bandwidth to be a full-time mentor though, but I'm happy to offer like advice and stuff. And then yeah, and don't worry, we have a lot of college students also in the Discord. You are right that primarily I would say the majority of our audience is in high school, but there are a lot of college students as well who still get help. And I enjoy working with all levels, and it's kind of fun to see students who joined us in middle school even graduated high school and now they're in college and we still help them out. But yeah, I'm happy to read like lab reports, proposals, and stuff, and offer my 2 cents or 4 cents or how many cents you get out of me. Anyways, so this one, okay, so cosine of 2x is equal to cosine squared x minus sine squared x. That's a fun one. But I only want things in terms of cosine in order to eventually turn this into a quadratic like Jeff said.
My name is Jeff.
So you could also use this one, right? Cosine squared plus sine squared is equal to 1. The other way to write this is that like sine squared of x is equal to 1 minus cosine squared of x. And I see. When you use this one and you plug it into here, so if we take this and we plug it into here, now we get cosine squared of x minus 1 plus cosine squared of x. And that's what gets us the 2 cosine squared of x minus 1. That's the same identity here. Yeah. Cool Dude says, I had an interesting project I was working on, which is indeed physics, engineering, and computer science. I'd be happy to show you my work. I know you might want in on it. You're making a really tiny solenoid. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, no, I'd like to see it. I'm down. Show it to me. Okay. All right, so if we have... So this identity, we basically just like re-derived, which is cool. And this one's very useful. Because it converts like cosine of 2 theta into something just in terms of cosine of theta. No sines theta, just cosine. So I have 3 cosine of 2x plus 2 plus cosine of x. That's all equal to 0. And now what I can do is I can replace this part with this. Thanks for the follow, AFTB. What's up, bro? AFTBL22. What does that stand for? All football teams break legs, 22. What's up, Monkey Man? I applied to transfer university. I just got an email that I'm through to the final round. Congrats! And I have an interview in 2 weeks. However, I'm still yet to tell my parents I even applied. Uh-oh. Do they not want you to transfer? I know, sometimes parents are like, yo, bro, like, just stay here. Help out with the family. Oh, Amir football. Nice. World Cup. The U.S. match is on Friday. Who are we playing again? I think we're playing New Zealand or something, right? But they're actually playing down the street from me. I live in Los Angeles. They're playing at SoFi, the stadium. But tickets are like horrendously overpriced. No one has money for that. So apparently a lot of them are going unsold. And I don't blame them, dude. I wouldn't pay thousands of dollars. Like, excuse me? I'm going to go see it with a friend. His parents live a little bit south from here in Torrance, and they're doing a cookout, and I love a barbecue. Like, so I'm going to go have fun with them over there. I don't know why I'm an England fan. Are you from England? Is there a connection there? I'm technically a British citizen. I have a British passport. And I used it actually last week or 2 weeks ago when I was in Ireland and in London. It was cool. It was cool to go through the express passport lane and be like, ding ding. Didn't have to fill out any like visa things. No. England all the way. Remember that was the thing. Okay, here's a cool thing. Anytime you see like something squared plus something like not squared, like to the first power, and then plus or minus something, this is a quadratic. So that's what we're gonna identify. We're gonna say like, oh, look at this. So if I were to say, for instance, that u is equal to cosine of x, then u squared is equal to cosine squared of x. And now I can rewrite this as 6u squared. Don't forget squared. Plus 1 times u. Wait, why can't I copy? There you go. Minus 1 is equal to 0. You're similar to Brick from the Middle sort. Who's Brick from the Middle? Who's that? Wait, what? I'll Google it. I never asked them. See, it's probably the best university in my country for electrical and computer engineering. I originally applied in and I didn't get in. Now I'm at a small university doing electrical engineer. They were quite disappointed when I didn't get in. Oh, no, it's okay. But they got over it now. However, I think they'd be happy if I got in, but I low-key don't want to get their hopes up, so I'm going to wait until I get an offer before I tell them nice. Quilo, do we take question requests? We do. If you want to submit a question for us to do, there's a website here. It's called actualofficehours.com. The link is right there. I think it's described out pretty well. But just go to that website, actualofficehours.com, and you can submit a screenshot. You just type in your username, drag and drop, hit upload. It'll get put into the queue, and then here's some questions that have already been asked. Some of these might be kind of tricky. This one is very tricky. What the hell is this? What are you asking me, dog? Do I know about pumping lemma? No.
Oh no.
You done messed up, Aaron!
But you can submit it, and I might learn it for you. I don't know what pumping lemma is. Anyone here in my chat know what pumping lemma is? Seems kind of weird. But Big Monkey Man, yeah, no, I totally agree. You never want to like count your chickens before they hatch, and I honestly think you jinx things when you start talking about things before they happen. So I totally agree with you. Yeah, maybe don't tell them until like you got the acceptance. Yeah, because you don't want to disappoint them twice. Also, that sucks that, disappointed, man. No, your parents should be happy that, like, you're pursuing. I mean, yeah, I get it. But they should be happy that you're still in electrical engineering and you're still pushing, still trying. That's great. It's funny because I've been offered a research assistant position, but I can't accept it until they accept me to the university. I would think if you put that on your application that they already want you to be a research assistant, they should probably just let you in. It's kind of how I got into grad school. I did a year of research for free at UCLA while in my undergrad. And basically when I applied there for my PhD, they're like, oh, this guy already does great research. Just like, just, open the door. I've disappointed them more than twice. Well, I mean, at least you have parents to disappoint. I know some kids here who barely see their parents. And so, like, maybe count your blessings that you have parents that give a shit about how you're doing in school and your education level. So, I mean, that's kind of useful, It's just a random difficult thing I remember from theory of computation. I never want to see it again. Just wondering. That's cool. I mean, I've never heard of it. Jeff says it shows that DFAs can only accept certain types of strings. What are DFAs? Sorry. Digital something? Definite finite automata. Wow, Jeff knows some pretty high level stuff.
My name is Jeff.
So if you want to submit the question, Quilo, maybe Jeff can help understand it. It's cool to just see things. Anyways, but moving forward, this one's not too bad. So once you got this is a cool little quadratic. I guess I could do Bresticle's method of like slide and divide. But the other way I do things is I just multiply these two things together. So 6 times -1 is equal to -6. Hello, Sar. I am G. What's up, sensation? Oh, man. To be honest, they are chill. I think they are more disappointed when I let myself down. Getting rejected the first time around was entirely my fault. Oh, why was it your fault? I'm just curious. Okay, so this is, you multiply these together, and then what you need to do is you need to figure out like what things add up here to this. So in my mind, -1 times 6 doesn't do it. Okay. 3 times -2 does. Right? So if you do 3 times -2, you get -6, and if you do 3 plus -2, you do get 1. So that's money. And then what I like to do is I call this, I don't know, the gold method for doing these factorings. Atticus Schaffer Older, though. I don't know who Atticus is. So I'll take these numbers, I'll put them on the diagonal. So this is 3x, this is -2x. And then I'll put this like on the oh, and sorry, this is supposed to be u, not x. All right, so let's make this u. Sorry. 3u, -2u. I'm going to make this 6u squared. So whatever is here goes here. Whatever was here goes here. And now the
job is to kind of just like filter things out from each side. So if I look here on this row, for instance, I can say, what is the biggest thing I can factor out of 6u squared and -2u? Well, I know I can factor a 2 out at least, right? Because 2 goes into 6, 2 goes into 2. And then I can definitely factor a u out, because a u goes into both these things. Okay, cool. So then I ask myself, okay, if I were to like multiply 2u by something here, what would get me 6u squared?
And I'm like, oh, cool. Well, that would be 3u. And then you can move this down and be like, okay, well, what if now I had 3u times something to get me 3u? Oh, well, that would be 1. Move it over again. Okay, well, if this is 1, 1 times what gets me -1? Oh, that's also -1. And then you can check like kind of the last one, right? Does 2u times -1 get you -2u? It does, so we're good. So now what you can say is that your factors are 3u minus 1 and 2u plus 1. So this whole thing breaks down into 3u minus 1, 2u plus 1. I stopped studying in my second year of high school because I had a 99% average. Oh no, you let your foot off the gas?
Oh no.
Only the state exam matters for admissions in my country, and I thought I was invincible and I would be fine. Yeah, that does happen. Anyways, turns out the only reason my grades were good was because I was studying. Shocker, yeah. And I caught myself on and locked back in when I started university, so I'm cooking now. Good. Glad to hear. Yeah, no, it's a dude, trust me, it's a typical thing to be doing like really well in high school and to kind of like rest on your laurels and say like, oh, I don't need to study anymore. I was definitely guilty of that when I was in high school. I did pretty well in calculus. I did pretty well in physics. And I was like, I don't really need to study. Like, this stuff just comes to me naturally. But then the problem is like, you get to college and then things become difficult. And you have to go back to studying. So if you didn't learn how to study earlier in high school, you have to start teaching yourself to do it in college. It's rough. It's kind of the same thing with exercise. You know, certain people are just gifted with metabolisms. I was not. But, you know, they can like eat whatever. They never have to exercise and they never gain any weight. And it's like, nice, congrats. The problem is like all metabolisms eventually give out. And so those people who enjoy that and like never develop exercise routines get kind of fucked once they hit their 30s and 40s and the metabolism quits, because they haven't ever had to, you know, watch what they eat, or they haven't ever had to go to the gym regularly. And so if you haven't built those habits, they get a lot harder to build later on. So sometimes having the struggle early and not being as gifted or not being as like naturally talented at things helps. So I totally agree with you, Monkey Man. I've been guilty of it for sure, of just being like, I'm good, I can just coast, and then you can't. But good that you recognized it and you're turning things around. That's awesome.
Good job.
Sensation says, I'm missing all the fun. Be glad you're not still in Ireland. It's riot o'clock. Why is it riot o'clock in Ireland again? What are they yelling about? Is it the gas prices again? They were yelling about the gas prices before I went there. I wonder what they're yelling about now. Where do you think your job will be in 20 years with the rise of AI? Good question. I have many jobs. So, I mean, this is kind of a job, I guess. I don't really get paid for this, so this is just out of the goodness of my heart for helping you guys. I think in terms of, if we're talking about teaching, we will always need human teachers, because I know you guys. You're not going to listen to a chatbot. You're not going to... Humans are not motivated by non-humans. So a lot of what I think teaching is not necessarily reciting material or equations or showing how to solve math problems. It's inspiring students to want to do that as well. And so I hope that AI continues to help teachers to kind of like deal with like the mundane tasks, like all the administrative bullshit. Like, I fucking hate that stuff, you know, compliance, whatever, all these things. Like, let's just get AI to figure that out, please. Like, we don't need to deal with this. And like grading homework assignments, I don't necessarily think that teachers need to, especially, you know, when you got 100, 200 people in your class, getting a human to grade all that takes forever. So, and it's not like you're going to remember how someone did on their homework assignment you graded when you had 200 papers to grade. Maybe if you're in an elementary class or like, you know, a smaller class size, like 20 or 30, yes, I can see there is some benefit to teachers grading because they can kind of remember how students are doing. But I think all of that can kind of be analyzed by AI and provided to the teacher as like a report. So then the teacher can focus on what they uniquely are good at, which is teaching, which is like actually talking to students and like being a human and inspiring, motivating, all those things. So if a teacher didn't have to spend as much time, again, even like generating assignments or grading assignments, if we could get AI to be very good at doing that, that would free up a lot of time for teachers to be teachers. And, you know, a lot less stress, a lot less burnout. So I think teachers will always be here. I think this platform, what we're doing here, will always be here because y'all are always doom scrolling. You know, a lot of people find our streams because they're doom scrolling through YouTube or TikTok, and then they say, oh, like some dude's doing math on this, you know, doom scroll algorithm thing. And so this is a unique catch, I guess. Could we have AI doing this? Probably. But AI would probably be pretty cringe. Like you wouldn't want to watch it. I'm not saying I'm not cringe. You know, I'm definitely cringe at times, but people watch because it's fun to watch another human. I don't think you'd really want to watch like a bot, unless the bot got like really good. But I don't know. Anyways, you have a final few hours. Good luck, Yoda. Good luck in your final. Oh, he tried to cut somebody's head off. Oh no. Yeah, okay, maybe I have seen that sensation in the news. Yeah, there's some stuff with like knives and things. And I think like some knife is like a religious thing that they wear. And now they're saying they can't wear it. I don't know. But that weapon wasn't even used. I don't know. Everything's just always a dog whistle for racism or something. I tend on using this as my weakness if they ask me. Yes, it is always good to have struggle stories. Universities, I've helped many students write personal statements and like applications for grad school, undergrad. I've gotten kids into like med school, pharmacy school. Having a struggle story, like what you said, Monkey Man, of like you realized a problem and you got better from it, that's almost more important than being perfect. It's because nobody's perfect and the world isn't always going to work out exactly how you want it to be. So if you can demonstrate on an application that you identified a struggle, you came up with a solution, and you executed it, that's way more valuable than saying, I just get a perfect 4.0 and I'm fucking great and like, just let me in. Yeah. Now they're dragging people from cars. Uh-oh. I need to go catch up on the news sensation, apparently. That's what grad students are for. Yeah, grad students are supposed to be graders, but that's also become an issue, just financing and funding-wise. So, for instance, I teach 200 students in a lecture, and I only get one TA.
Oh no!
I get one TA for that. I think we used to get 2 to 3, but for whatever reason, budget issues, they just can't pay for it anymore. So this is where AI has to come in and kind of fill the gaps. And if you're a high school teacher, you don't get a TA. You don't get grad student. If you teach at community college, you don't get a grader. You don't get a grad student. You have to figure it out. And so I think AI can be very helpful in like kind of supporting those monotonous tasks. Like grading sucks. I know Zach likes to grade and has different opinions on that. Like he uses grading as an opportunity to like interact with his students. Like he'll write little notes about like, hey, you should have tried this. Like, good job, Bobby, but like maybe we should do better at this. In a lecture of 200 students, you don't have the bandwidth. You don't have the time to do that. If I had 10 students in my class, 100%, I could hand grade things and use it as a teaching opportunity, but at scale, it's impossible. Low Gravity says, learning math is lifting weights for the brain. As the job force switches to the trades, how will we build a solid mental base for our young people? Exactly, Low Gravity. And I use this metaphor all the time, that using AI to like cheat on your homework is the same thing as bringing a forklift to the gym so you can just lift heavy weights. Like, great. I'm glad that the forklift can like, bench 225, but you're not getting stronger as a person having something else do the work for you. And it's the same with AI. If you're using AI to just get answers and copy paste things, you're not building the neural pathways necessary to solving other problems. Some people ask me like, why the fuck am I learning the quadratic formula? Like, when am I going to use the quadratic formula? Honestly, like you probably won't use the quadratic formula, but identifying when to use the quadratic formula and being able to, execute correctly with it, and being able to, in this case, like pattern recognition that, oh, if something is something squared, oh, that fits the quadratic formula. That's a skill that can be used in problem solving for so many other things. But you don't build that skill unless you have practice using that skill. And it may, again, not be exactly the quadratic formula, but maybe you're in some job where, I don't know, you have to notice some trend in your customers. You have to notice some trend in, your employees. And that's something that can only get built by having done other pattern recognition things in math. So I do agree. There's kind of a statement going out that like AI is just going to make a lot of mediocre people really, really fucking dumb. And I kind of agree with that, because what's happening is people who, mediocre is like kind of a harsh word, but like not super motivated, not super driven, just kind of like average, like just trying to get by. they're gonna take the easy way out. They're gonna use AI to just copy paste and just get through the course. And the problem is that that's gonna lower the intelligence floor like dramatically. So I think it's my job and educators' jobs to show that AI is a great tool for learning, but you need to use it to learn. Otherwise, it's pointless what you're doing. Like there's no point to just copy pasting answers. I say that AI can be like, again, I love gym references. I'm going to the gym after this. That's why this stream is only lasting an hour. But AI is like a spotter at the gym. So if you ever want to get stronger, especially on like certain movements like bench press or like squats, these are things where you have to train to failure. So you have to get to the point where you can't lift it anymore. And this is dangerous. You know, if you're bench pressing and suddenly you can't keep the weight up, that's going to come down and crack your sternum.
Disqualified.
But to get to that point, you need to have a spotter. You need to have someone who will help you when you inevitably fail, reach that failure point, so that you can push the boundary. And I like to say that's what AI does. Is you'll see me on these streams, I'll do like really, really hard questions sometimes that I will fail. Like I won't be able to do them. I'll get to a certain point, I'll be like, nope, I can't go any further. And then what AI is I can go reference that solution and see where I got stuck and see what the next step would be to getting unstuck. And then the beauty in that is the next time I'm asked a similar question, I won't get stuck at that point anymore. I might get stuck further down, but my experience with using AI to like unlock that next step is the same thing when you're learning to like how to lift heavy weights. You have to train to failure. Someone has to help you, like, you know, bump up the weight a little bit so that you don't suffocate. You don't suffocate yourself. But yeah, that's how I see AI as being useful. Monkey Man says, I have a lecturer who memorized every single student she teaches. Props to her. She also knew their exact grade and you could talk to her about any assignment. How many people did this person have in their class? I guarantee it wasn't 200. But that's great. That's great, Monkey Man. And I love that those people exist that are that committed to their students and to teaching. It's so rare these days. Monkey Man says, I think it'll broaden the intelligence gap, similar to wealth gap. You will have the few people who continue to learn and will far surpass those who don't, and the gap will only widen. Yeah, and that's a problem. That's why I talk about, like, mediocre people are going to get really stupid. There's going to be no middle ground anymore. You're just going to either be, like, really dumb or you're at least motivated and you're smart. And I guess kind of my hope is things like this, activities like this, can inspire students to not take the easy way out. Yeah, well, 120, that's insane. That's a lot of people. Anyways. This is cool. I'm just like kind of slowly going through this question, and I'm happy to discuss things because I have a lot of opinions. And I appreciate you guys giving your opinion because that's how we broaden knowledge and have positive conversations. Productive conversations. Okay. Anyways, so we got this, and this is now equal to 0. So if I got two things multiplying by each other and it needs to equal 0, there's like two ways this can happen. So either this thing can equal 0, or this thing can equal 0. So all you gotta do is you just gotta set it equal to 0. So you can say 3u minus 1 is equal to 0 over here, or you can say 2u plus 1 is equal to 0. Solve for u. So move that over, divide by 3. You get u is equal to 1/3. Or, that's minus 1 divided by 2. You get u is equal to negative 1/2. Cool. Now, what was u? You know, whose phone? Like, this question said nothing about u. Well, u was equal to cosine of x. So this is where we want things in terms of... Also, I hate that your teacher does this. They write x, everything here, and then they say for theta is between 0 and 2 pi. It's wrong. Like, you can't use two different variables. I think they mean x. So, now we replace u with cosine. And so we're going to say cosine of x is equal to 1/3. Or cosine of x is equal to negative 1/2. Now, this one you should recognize. Anytime you see square root of 3 over 2, square root of 2 over 2, like plus or minus 1, 0, or also like, or actually, sorry, all the plus or minuses. So we're going to say plus or minus anything. Any of these. If you see plus or minus any of these, and like this one, these are all special triangles. So this one and this one belong to the 30, 60, 90, and then this one belongs to the 45, 45, 90, and then this belongs to like either vertical or horizontal lines, basically. So this should trigger your spidey senses. If you see a minus 1/2, this is a special triangle. This is the 30, 60, 90. Yeah, it's impossible to skip. Yeah, dude, out of 120, that's crazy. You know, what I would definitely notice when I taught, I would notice who came to office hours. Because that's like 10 or 20 people. And so I also tell students, you know, go to office hours. That's why this whole stream is called office hours. Is to try to bring in that concept early. Because if you go to office hours and your professor sees you at office hours, they are more likely to give you better grades on your exams and stuff. So, because they know you gave a shit and you were like trying to get better. There is always like some discretion in giving out grades. So if you want to get on the professor's good side, show up to office hours, ask some good questions, or ask whatever. Just ask any question, and they'll remember you. So, anyways, cosine being 1/2, that's this, right? And that's always opposite the 30-degree thing, and it's adjacent to the 60. So let's think about cosine. Cosine of x is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. Okay. So in this case, the adjacent is equal to 1/2, and the hypotenuse is always 1, and so that corresponds to the 60-degree angle. The 60-degree angle has 1/2 being the adjacent and 1 being the hypotenuse. Okay, so cool. So I know this is somewhere with 60 degrees, at least as a reference angle. Now, where that is, you have to kind of like draw like the unit circle. Okay, because I need the adjacent to be negative 1/2. The adjacent is like the x stuff, opposite is the y stuff. So I know that I need my x component to be equal to negative 1/2. So it's like negative 1/2. Now there are two ways this can happen, having negative 1/2 as the adjacent. So you could either have, let's draw this as like kind of dashed lines. You could have this, where this is going to be 60 degrees. And then, or you could have it this way. That's me 60 degrees. These are both valid triangles. Try to make it look nicer. I kind of fucked that up. Whatever. Okay. So these both have the adjacent being negative 1/2 and the hypotenuse being 1. And so the cosine of these are also negative 1/2. Okay, but then what is the absolute angle of that? Right? So what does it take to go to here? Well, that would take 90 to get to here, then another 30 to get to here, so that would end up being 120. Or you can think about it's the same thing as going a full 180 and then coming back 60. So maybe sometimes that helps people out. You say like 180 degrees minus 60, so this would equal 120. And then the other one it could have been was you could have gone all the way around to here, and that would have been 180 degrees plus 60 degrees, and that would equal 240. Cool. So those are the two solutions for that one.
Oh, yeah.
This one isn't as well known though, right? I don't know anything with 1/3 as being cosine or like adjacent or something. So this one isn't as nicely defined. You have to actually just put this in a calculator. Which we'll do it in degree mode, and then I'll convert everything to radians later. Because I know radian mode like scares people. Okay, so where's my calculator? There it is. Okay, so if we do... So in order to solve this, in order to solve cosine of x is equal to 1/3, what you have to end up doing is you have to do the arc cosine of both sides. Take the arc cosine of that. Because then these go away. And so I get x is equal to arc cosine of 1/3. Which on a calculator looks like this. Arc cosine of 1/3. And that's the same thing as 70.5 degrees. Let's see that. 70.5 degrees. Okay. So on that unit circle, we know that the adjacent had to be positive 1/3, right? So that has to be here. And then there are two ways that can happen. So you could either have something up here, or you could have a triangle here. And both of these, if I can like draw my triangles correctly, both of these would have components where the adjacent is equal to 1/3. But what's the angle there? Okay, well, here the angle is 70.5 degrees. This is always like the reference angle is like the angle the triangle makes with this axis. So whenever like, this all kind of comes down to the unit circle. It's all the unit circle is what it is. So whenever you're picking a point and you want to build a right triangle, you always want to connect that point to this axis. All right, so that's 70.5, and then this could also be 70.5. So you have two solutions. You can either do 70.5, or you could go all the way 360 and then come back 70.5. So now you have two answers here. You have the original, just that, which would be 70.5 degrees. Or you could go 360. Minus 70.5. And what would that be equal to? Oh, man. Is that 290? 289.5? Yeah, 289.5. Okay, cool. So there we go. So we have 4 total solutions now. We have 70.5 degrees, 289.5 degrees, 120 degrees, and 240 degrees. Now that's what, I guess, x would be in terms of degrees. If you want to convert these into radians, which I assume you want to because they talk about from like 0 to 2 pi, that's instantly tells you it's got to be in radians. You need to multiply by pi and divide by 180 degrees to get radians. And I think that would be it. So here, let's just do it real quick. So we're gonna do that times pi divided by 180, 1.23. Let's do 360 minus this. Let's also do that. Times pi over 180. 5.05, okay. And then, oh, I should know this. 120 is, what is that? Is that pi over 3? Or 2 pi over 3, I think. Yeah, so 2.09. And then double that, right? 4.19. I'm pretty sure this is 2 pi over 3. And then this one would be 4 pi over 3. Okay, there you go. I think that's it. Quite the question. We could also, I can throw that into ChatGPT real quick. And then I will catch up on chat. I know. You guys are talking about literacy or something? What are you guys arguing about? There's that scary video of, I think they go to like a high school or something and they're like trying to get kids to read and they can't read stuff. Uh-oh. Oh, this is cool actually. Oh wow, look at this. ChatGPT now does like graphs and stuff. That's pretty cool, man. And you can see like, oh wow, look at that. That's actually really cool. Excuse me, sir. There we go. So this is what they had. Let's see if that's what we had. Okay. Yeah, 1.23, 2.09, 4.19, 5.052. Nice, we did it. Good job.
That's dope.
Always good. Check your answers. Make sure you did the right thing. I make stupid mistakes. What's up, koalas? Appreciate the follow. Whose question was this? This was Pineapple, I think. I think it was just Pineapple's question. Yeah, Lucky Cat. Pineapple. Nice. So we'll put that in for them. Yeah. You can totally ask for help. What do you need help with? Koala. You can totally ask for help. What's up? Let me see what y'all were talking about. Literacy and stuff. One sec. What do you think about 70% being the threshold for the highest grade in UK and Ireland? 71% of American students only have a basic understand. Yeah, I agree. That's probably correct. Yeah. Yeah. The literacy rate in the UK is 99%. Well, sorry, what does that mean? Like they can read? Can they understand what they're reading though? That's the question, dude.
Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah, basic. Okay, Jeff, this is what you're talking about. Basic,
Jeff.
basic and functional literacy. I agree. Yeah. Like, can you read syllables and come up with words? Yes. Do you understand what the words are saying? That's a different test. Yeah. 18% of the UK is functionally illiterate. 28% is functionally. However, both countries have a literacy rate close to 99%. Yeah. Yeah, I think in that sense, like, literacy is just like, can you read? Can you explain Le Chatelier's principle for pressure? Yeah, I totally can. Cool. Yeah, that's a good one. Let me go find like an example question on that. Let's just Google some stuff. Let's show some here. Yeah, that's a good one. Sorry, what's the highest grade, Monkey Man? 70% being the highest grade? That's the highest grade they'll give out? Why wouldn't they give out 100? Or maybe, is that their way of fighting grade inflation? Okay, so Le Chatelier's principle refers specifically to equilibriums. So equilibriums means that the reaction is happening in both directions. So you have like the left turning into the right, and you have the right turning to the left, and it's happening at like a constant rate. That's why it's at equilibrium. Like, this is what it settles to be. Oh, 70 and 90% are worth the same? I mean, I guess if you have a really what is it? A really high skill ceiling. That makes sense. Like it enables you to determine like who's like super duper smart, but not everyone needs to be that to like get like a good grade. Does that make sense? Are you saying like the GPA is the same for a 70 and for a 90? I understand why that is. You're allowing for there to be a really high skill ceiling, but you're not allowing those people to like break the curve. Yeah. Well, I'm a fan of it. Yeah, sounds okay to me. Anyways, all right. So what happens in Le Chatelier's is that whenever you like increase the amount of reaction that's happening on one side, the reaction will shift towards the other. Like the other side will have to do more stuff to catch up. You can think about like if this is reacting at 2 times per second, and this is happening at like, I say 2 times per second, 2 moles per second, whatever, like concentration per second. If this suddenly like goes up to 4, then this one, the reaction will shift this way, and this will have to react more in order to maintain that balance that you used to have. So, in general, if you increase the amount of stuff on one side, that will cause the reaction to move towards the other side, because you have like an excess of reaction happening. And vice versa. So in this case, they say if I decrease the concentration of H2S, if I decrease the amount of stuff that's here, that means less reaction is happening from the left side. So more reaction needs to happen on the left, which means it needs to shift to the left. So I would say like shifts left, or they would say like shifts towards the reactants. But this is the one you were talking about, like the pressure. Okay, so how the pressure works is the things with more moles of gas is most affected. So for this one, we say like side with most moles. Monkey Man says, I don't like it because I feel like the difference between a 70% and a 90% student is quite drastic. The curve is quite steep. Generally, you might only see one or no students with an average of 90%. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but that's the reason, is that you don't want that 1 or 2 people demoralizing all the other people, which are like perfectly okay. In my mind, how this works, it's similar to like bonus questions on tests, where bonuses for those that are really like going above and beyond and like really want to like, you know, show their stuff, like flex. Like, it's cool. I'm glad that some people are like super naturally gifted at whatever in physics, or like they just naturally have like a lot of interest in self-studying it. That's very cool, but that shouldn't punish everyone else who's just like taking the class normally. And that's why we'll sometimes offer bonuses, but then people can get over 100, and then that kind of like breaks things. And yeah, I kind of speak to Jeff's thing here, pass fail. Yeah, but you still want like some sort of spectrum to like who like really passed and who like barely passed. But yeah. Okay, so the side with the most moles of gas is most affected. I put the wrong. Sorry, Sensation, don't kill me. I put the wrong effect. So if you increase the pressure, so increasing pressure is like increasing concentration. So I would say like is similar, right? Similar to increasing concentration. Because what's happening when you increase the pressure is you're causing the molecules to collide with each other more, right? Because there's more pressure forcing them together. So it's similar to increasing the concentration, but it increases the concentration on both sides, but the one it increases more is the one with more moles of gas. So in this case, this has 5 moles of gas, See how you have 1 mole of CS2, 4 moles of H2? So here we have the right has 5 moles of gas. The left only has 3. It has 1 mole of CH4 and 2 moles of H2S. So the right side is the most affected. So if you increase the pressure, you're like increasing the concentration on the right side. So it's going to shift to the left. So this would shift reactants. Okay, you're good. Good to see you, Jeff.
My name is Jeff.
If you were to decrease the pressure, that's like decreasing the concentration. And again, it affects the side with the most moles of gas, which would be the right. So then the reaction would shift to the right. Temperature. Again, this affects the side with the heat. Okay. So on exothermic, that's the right side. And then with endothermic, that's the left. And kind of the same thing. Increasing temp is like increasing pressure. Which is like increasing concentration. Okay, so if you decrease the temperature, heat is on the right side here. So you're like decreasing the concentration of the right. It's gonna shift left again. Dude, is this thing a joke, dude? Everything's like shifting towards the reactants. Okay, well finally this one maybe. Increase the concentration of... Dude, this also shifts to the reactants. What? Dude, is every single one here shift reactants?
Check chat, this might be useful.
What'd you send me, dude? It is useful to think of it as exothermic, so heat would be a product. So if you increase the temperature, you're increasing the amount of temperature, the amount of heat, which is a product. So you're basically increasing the concentration of the product. Yes, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. I think of like heat is temperature. So it's another thing, I guess. Yeah. That makes sense.
Like useful to write when you write the equation. Yeah, like it says like heat is a product, right, in the equation.
Yeah, I see.
So never, because sometimes what my teacher used to do, they never told us like heat is like, you know, they would not say like plus heat. They would say like delta H is, you know, less than 0. So it's useful to like rewrite the equation with heat as a product. Because I never memorized like too many rules of, you know, Le Chatelier's. I just memorized like what happens when you increase the concentration, like what happens when you change the concentration, and then basically you can figure out everything. Like pressure basically relates to concentration in some way. So does temperature.
Yeah, it's all just increasing, decreasing concentration is like what things are. The special rules is like, oh, well, with pressure, the side with more moles of gas, that's the one that's affected in terms of concentration.
Yeah,
and
that's,
then, yeah,
I think like Boyle's law.
You're right. They here they put plus heat, but yeah, the other thing they can do is delta H, and delta H will tell you if it's exothermic, it's negative, and if it's endothermic, then delta H is positive. That's another thing. Yeah.
Yeah, my teacher used to do like all types of things. If this guy would give us like delta G and delta S signs, and then we have to figure out if it's exothermic.
Oh, with delta G is equal to T H delta H minus T delta S. Is that what it is?
Yeah. Delta G is equal to H minus TS. Yeah.
Yeah, H minus T delta S. Yeah. So here, dude, all these ones shifted to the reactants. It's fucking funny. I want to see if ChatGPT agrees with that.
Yeah.
Oh, I fucked up actually. Ooh. This one was products. Which one I fuck up here? Ah, okay, yes, I did. Sorry, yeah, if you decrease the temperature, you're decreasing the amount of this, so it doesn't need to shift to the products. I did mess that one up.
Oh no.
Happens sometimes. I was about to be like, dude, it can't all be just like reactants. Oh. Yeah. I looked it up. It's actually an interesting philosophy. What's interesting philosophy, Big Monkey Man? Le Chatelier's? Or this, you're talking about like grad applications? Grad student applications really don't care about your GPA. I'll tell it straight up. They have like one standardized test, which is usually in physics, it's the physics GRE. And then they really just care about research experience. Like, have you taken initiatives to try to do physics research? And like, how ready do they think you'll be to do physics research when you get into grad school? Oh, the reason for the 70% being the highest? Yeah, let me know. Yes, you're welcome, Koalas. Yeah, I'm glad that made sense. So what we'll do here, Koalas, is this question, we'll post this in our Discord if you ever want to like see it again. So here, I'll just download this. So if you go into our Discord under like the homework help channel, I'll post the screenshot for you right here. So it'll be right here. And we'll be like koalas. And then this is be like Le Chatelier's. Nice. And then this is chemistry. And so yeah, it's right here if you ever want to look at it again. Yeah, send me the link for Monkey Man, why the 70%, what the philosophy is behind that. I'm curious. Yeah, you might join. Yeah, cool. Yeah, if you go to the website, actualofficehours.com, it's located right here. This is where we have a link. You can join the Discord and also where you can submit your questions. All right.
There's like no one here today on Discord.
It's the summer, dude. Yeah, this is why I'm not streaming next week. I'm taking next week off to like, yeah, to get ready for my UCLA class. No one needs help. It's the summer. But once I start teaching I'm going to start teaching physics at UCLA on the 22nd. This stream is about to get mobbed because everyone always comes by to ask questions. So there's always like this kind of this lull. So I'm not going to have what?
Once physics starts, once you start teaching, people are going to come.
Yeah. Yeah, because they need help.
What are you teaching though?
E&M. Yeah, basic shit. You already know it.
Yeah, my school is so stupid. They don't let me take E&M next year. Like, you know, there's AP Physics 1 and Physics 2.
Yeah.
I want to take 2, but they're so stupid. They prefer students who already have taken 1 their junior year. So I can't take 2 my senior year because, you know, all those... So when I was a junior last year, all these people that already took Physics 1, they're like... you know, hogging all the seats, but the school doesn't understand that one is mechanics and the other's E&M. They're 2 completely different things.
But E&M does require mechanics. Yeah, I would say
it doesn't require that much.
It doesn't, but it does. It does.
I guess, but like not too. You know, I mean, I guess
definitely does.
If you're
like F equals QVB and like MV squared over R, all that stuff requires mechanics.
Yeah, I guess. But
yeah,
I mean, just
that's why it's required.
Yeah. It's pretty easy to figure out.
It is. But there is a reason. And also like there's energy conservation stuff too, man. Like with potential energy and like potential, like all that stuff is also mechanics.
Yeah, but it's thermal. It's not like potential kinetic energy. It's all heat, right?
No, but to do like electrostatic stuff, that's like E.dl is the same thing as like F.dx.
Yeah, but it's not
like
calculus based.
Work energy is still kind of AP Physics 2 is algebra based. Yeah, correct.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember that now. Well, let's see here. Let's spin the wheel for like, because there actually are questions that have been submitted, including yours, AFG.
Yeah.
Let's go spin the wheel. Who are we gonna get? Oh.
Let's go gambling!
If you had gotten picked, AFG, it would have been like,
yeah, that would be crazy.
Yeah, it's okay.
There's
well,
no way not.
This is a 7 out of 10 question. Let's see if I can do this.
What is this?
It looks like this
Calc
is.
1.
Is it? I don't know. This says it was a level 7 question.
7? Oh.
Kashiko says, I was waiting for you yesterday, but you didn't come, so I re-uploaded part 5, part 6. Also, we have already done up till part 4. Cool. Yeah, I apologize. I was supposed to stream yesterday, but my car got stuck at the mechanics for a while. And I gotta fucking take it back now, too. They screwed something up. I can tell. There's like some like weird sound happening, and I'm like, nope, you guys fucked up. Let me see. Monkey Man says the consensus seems to be that with the UK and Ireland system, your grade is building towards perfection, whereas the US system, you start at 100 and lose marks. Ooh.
You done messed up, AA Ron.
I kind of like the UK thing. Yeah, building towards perfection. I think that's a lot better. Yeah. Rather than demanding. Dude, no one's perfect. Like, no one, you know, especially with, man, when I teach physics for pre-meds, dude, it's a fucking nightmare. Because those kids, dude, are so hyper-focused on being perfect that they start to kind of lose the plot. They start losing focus on like why they're in that physics class. It's to learn physics, not to like make sure you have 100. I don't know. Hence, you can't get 100. I'm a fan of that. I'm a fan of that. Actually, I like that mentality. All right, let R denote the set of all real numbers. Define a function R to R by this. Cool. Which of the following statements is true? Differentiable. Okay, so I think differential means also like the derivative is continuous, right? Which I don't think this one is. There is a positive.
It is differential.
Well, it's differential if it approaches the same thing from each side, right?
Well, there's sine 1 over x, so that's like squeeze theorem. It's bounded between negative x and x, right? So as x approaches 0, x sine 1 over x is 0, and therefore the derivative is 0. So option A is not true, because it is differentiable. It's 0.
Well, let's see. Okay. Is this continuous? I guess is kind of like one of the questions.
Yeah.
I guess so, because as x goes to 0, whatever, we'll say that this goes to 0. This goes to 0. Cool. They do approach the same thing. Yeah. So
I mean, you
I
don't
would
need
like
to check the continuity. You can just do the limit definition of derivative, I think.
Yes. And what, from the left and from the right? You were saying like I
No,
like to
just
check
do
this.
like x approaches 0 of the limit definition. So f of x minus f of 0 over x.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Limit as x approaches 0. Okay, wait a second.
Yeah. H approaches 0, whatever. But x in this case. But that's the definition, you know.
Right, because I mean the derivative of this is 0. Right,
Yeah.
so this f prime of x is just equal to 0 for any value of x. I don't fucking care. But for this one, yeah, it's f of x plus h minus f of x over h, limit as h approaches 0. It's not necessarily nice though, right? Well, that's 2 minus 2 x plus h squared minus x plus h squared sine of 1 over x plus h.
You don't have to write x plus h. H is a 0, I guess. You can just say 2 minus 2x minus x squared sine.
No, you do have to leave it. You do have to leave it in there. You
do?
can't just like you can't just plug in h equals 0 right away.
Oh, can't you do like limit of x approaches 0 and then f of x minus f of 0?
Yes. Yes, you could do that. I kind of like this one though.
No, whatever. It's gonna give you the same answer. Doesn't matter.
It is. Okay. Yeah, what's that identity for sine of x? Limit as
For what? Sine of 1 over x?
I think it's just I think it's sine of x over x. I think this is
But that just approaches 0.
No, approach is 1 apparently.
Or 1. I'm confused because sine of 1 over x approaches 0. X?
No, so you have to do a u sub is what you do.
Yeah. But the limit of x approaches 0 of sine of 1 over x gives you 0. But sine x over x gives you 1.
Yeah. But sine of 1 over x is technically undefined. because sine of infinity could either be positive 1 or minus 1 or 0. It doesn't really matter. I guess the
Yeah,
difference
but
is
like
it's attached to an x squared, right?
Yeah.
And the x squared is going to go to 0. So, and that's going to go to 0 probably faster. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So let's.
You know
think.
squeeze theorem, sandwich theorem, or whatever.
Oh yeah, I know what the squeeze theorem is.
Yeah. So, for if you can do like, you can prove by squeeze theorem that like, as x approaches 0, x sine of 1 over x also goes to 0. So therefore, it's differentiable. That's what I think. I don't know. I gotta like write it down.
Oh, because then this is also going to go to 0, the 2x squared.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, I mean, you should write out the derivative then. Shouldn't do all this. I think. Let's just write out what the derivative is, because it's not that bad to do.
Yeah, you can differentiate that easy. It's not
So
hard.
f prime of x for the top one would be negative 4x minus 2x sine of 1 over x. And then we're going to say minus x squared cosine of 1 over x times negative 1 over x squared.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And then now just plug in 0 into that.
Well,
You get 0.
this cancels with this cancels this. So what you get? Negative 4x minus 2x.
You get 0.
One other question: if the plus heat is on the left, it is endothermic, right? And if the right, it is exothermic. Correct, Koala. Correct. So then this is minus cosine of 1 over x. I actually don't like this though.
Yeah, that's why. This
is fucked.
Emotional, damn it.
This is fucked, bro. I don't think this is differentiable then.
I think it is.
I'll agree that this goes to 0. I'll agree this goes to 0. This is undefined.
Yeah, but that's why you shouldn't just differentiate it. You should do.
Why not? Why not?
I guess you could, but then it doesn't give you. I feel like the derivative exists. I feel like it's differentiable. I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna ask chat to test it.
Because
We'll
what
have-
you're doing is not wrong technically. You can differentiate and plug it in. I mean, it's not a wrong thing to do, but I feel like the limit definition is a better approach. Oh, it is false. Yeah. see? Yeah, see limit definition better.
Yeah. Okay.
Now
Yeah,
ask
they
it. Now ask it to try differentiating and then plugging it in.
Yeah. I see why it doesn't like that. Nice, Big C Sports. You got an 81 on your final. Good job. Sequences in series are difficult. Okay, you can differentiate the formula first, but only for x is not equal to 0.
Oh, right. Bro.
Oh, shit.
You can't differentiate because that's x not equal to 0.
Oh, wow. That's fascinating. Yeah, because if you tried to plug it in, this would screw up.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
Oh, it's stupid. Yeah. Yeah, you can't do that.
Okay, so you have to do the limit definition.
Yeah.
Okay. See, this is why AI can help us. Because I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah. All right, so whatever. This is false. Okay, there's a positive real number delta such that f is a decreasing function on the interval from 0 to delta.
Do D, bro. Do D. D is so much easier.
X equals 0 is a point of local minima for f.
That's so much easier to find. PNC is a headache. I don't even know how to do that.
I think well, oh man, I should have erased it. I think we were cool with what our definition of the derivative was. Like, because if you're outside of 0, right, then this is okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, fuck.
Yeah, of course.
I don't want to like rewrite it again.
We're gonna determine if x equals 0 is a local min, right? So, yeah, just analyze the behavior. Like outside of 0, you can,
You can't
check
take the derivative.
between-
Outside of 0, it was this. Yeah.
Yeah. So based on that, right? Outside of 0, so if you're outside of 0,
And they're saying
then
like
you'll get
there
that.
is a positive number such that it is a decreasing function. I think this is
Yeah, I think if you plug in a number outside of 0 in that, x squared is greater than 0, so multiplying it will give you a positive result. Yeah, so f of x is less than f of 0, so it's not a local min. No, it is. It is a point of local. No, it's not, because f of x is less than f of 0, so it's a local max, not a local min,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you're always subtracting something positive, right?
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
and x squared is always going to be greater than 0.
Well, this can oscillate between positive and negative, technically. But yeah.
I know, but then, okay, try, so whatever you just wrote, try factoring out x squared in that, negative x squared.
Out of the whole thing, or just out of the right?
Yeah,
terms?
hold it. No, just hold
Okay, cool. What you get? Negative 2 over x squared minus or plus 2 plus sine of 1 over x.
it. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
What does that show me?
I mean,
yeah, sure. This is going to be between negative 1 and
plus-
1.
Yeah, 2 plus sine 1 over x is strictly positive, right? Because it's going to be between 1
Yeah,
and
sure. This is always,
whatever. Yeah.
this will always
then-
be
but then-
between 1 and 3.
Yeah, 1 and 3, yeah. And then 1 and 3, and x squared is greater than 0 for all non-zero x. So that gives you a positive result. But then it's made negative by the negative x squared outside. So then that is basically less than 0. So then you can say f of x is less than f of 0, and therefore it's a maximum. That's what I think.
That'll
but
always be positive. This
that'll be positive, but the outside
this will be positive.
makes it negative afterward.
Yes, but then this could be very negative though, right? What if like x is equal to like 1/2, right? Do you see how like 2 over a quarter is gonna get me negative 8, and then suddenly this whole thing is
How do you
negative.
get negative 2 over x squared inside?
I factored it out of here. Factored out the first part.
Wait, okay.
What's up, Jeff?
That is true, but
Right? If x is a fraction, you can actually get something that's actually negative.
okay, but what you did is you just wrote, so what you wrote up there, what you factored, right?
Mhm.
That's just f of x. You gotta subtract
Correct.
f of 0. You gotta subtract f of 0, so that would be that minus 2, right? subtract f of 0
Yes.
from
Well, I want to see if this is less than 2, right?
Less than, yeah, less than 2. You want to see that, and it is less than 2. But you basically
Let's-
take the top of the limit function,
Let's
right?
put this in the
So-
Desmos, dude. Let's put it in the Desmos. I'm fucking done, dude. All right, 2 minus 2x squared. Minus
No,
x
I'm
squared.
arguing is the maxima. But then what you said is also correct. But I feel like you should subtract negative 2 from, like you should subtract 2 from it, not negative 2. Sorry.
Oh, dude, why did this go away, dude? What the fuck?
What happened?
I don't know. My screen's doing weird things. Give me a second. Just decided to. Dude, what the hell? Chat. One sec. Hey, go away. Thank you. Okay. You're back, Jeff. Okay. It's had to reload the stream. Okay, cool. This is x squared sine of 1 over x.
Gold. I gotta go right now.
Peace, dude.
You can try my problem, and I guess if you're too tired, then don't try it, because you'll just want to die.
I just want to die.
if you try it,
That's not. So it is a max, actually. Yeah, it is a max. Look
it is.
actually
Yeah.
It's really cool house.
All right. Good luck. See you.
Yeah, dude. Look how weird this is, dude. What the hell's going on here, dude? Look at this. It is squeezing. Eventually, too, there. That's actually kind of cool. Gladiator! What's up, dude? It's cracking. What a weird function. Okay. So which of the following is true? So we determined that this one is false. Determined that this one is false. There is a positive number delta such that it is a decreasing function. Oh man, dude. Dude, I gotta like keep going in and in and in and in. Oh man, I don't know. Maybe, but like it's also increasing at other points. What's up, Siddhartha? For any real number theta, the function is not an increasing function on an interval from negative theta to negative delta to 0. Oh man. I think we have to look at the derivative then, right? And then see what the derivative is at 0. I mean, the issue is that like this is the derivative. This is not nice. Because yeah, sure, this goes to 0, but this varies wildly, man. Well, no. So this is the value of the derivative of the function. Oh wait, no, we didn't find it. Sorry.
Not that guy, pal. Trust me.
Sorry, because we're not allowed to plug in 0. You're so right. Sorry, the derivative is 0 at 0. It has to be, right? Okay. The question is when I'm outside it, what do I get? I guess this can only go from... Oh, you finished all your courses? Nice! Good luck on finals, dude. Good luck on finals. Why does it have to be 0 at 0? Because of this. Because the function at x equals 0 is just equal to 2. And so the derivative of that is 0. I don't think you saw it, Jeff. We did it earlier, but we did do the limit definition of this. We used the limit definition of the derivative. This is what we did. I'm just not going to rewrite it all. But that's basically what we did. Yeah, so the derivative is 0. So if something is increasing, I need to show that the derivative is like positive to the right for like some small amount. Everyone forgets about limit definition. I know. Well, you generally don't really need it, honestly. It's only when you start doing like fringe, like edgelord questions like this that you start needing it. But for like most general calculus, you don't need to ever use the limit definition. You use like the power rule, the quotient rule, or something. I guess, okay, I'm gonna take like some physics intuition here, right? Actually, no, I can't do that either. Oh man. Man, Kaushik Techno, dude, you gave this is a sheep in wolf's clothing, or a wolf and I always get that wrong. This is a wolf in sheep's clothing because it looks like it should be easy, but it's not. It's very much not. Okay, so either B or C is true. I'm gonna guess because it's a maximum at x equals 0 that it has to be an increasing function from negative delta to 0, and it has to be a decreasing function from 0 to delta. So I'm gonna say that this is true. I think it's C. Do we think it's C? Just ask AI. I'm gonna learn today. Yeah, the derivative does keep oscillating. Yeah, I agree. This 1 over x is like fucking things up, dude. I agree that it's oscillating, yeah. I know. That's what we said about this, right? Yeah. As x approaches 0, both of these terms are gonna oscillate wildly. But it's like, how do they? So this is what chat's kind of like talking about. Like, well, how do they vary? Well, I don't know if it's negative. Yeah. What's up, Lucky Cat? It should be there. We did one of your questions actually earlier, Lucky Cat. We did, where was it? It was this one. We did this one for you. Sorry, I gotta go fix my chat. You just finished your ship? You got a job next week? Wow. That's cool. What job did you get? Restaurant job, nice. Service industry job is a great first job to have. It'll teach you a lot about life and people. You're like a server? Nice. Yeah, that's a great first job. I know it's not maybe as like, you know, thought-provoking or like mathy or whatever, but it's great to know how to deal with people, which I think is a dying skill these days. Let me see. They factored out. Let me see. They factored this out. Said f of x is equal to 2 minus. I guess they factored an x squared out, right? Is that what they did? 2 plus sine of x, yeah. What 2 math classes would you take? Usually in high school, like, you only really take 1 math because they all kind of depend on each other. It's not like you can take pre-calculus and calculus at the same time.
Emotional damage.
You need to take pre-calculus first and then take calculus. All right, so wait a minute. This oscillates between -1 and 1. So then you multiply that by x squared, I guess? Well, okay, 2 plus that. So that's going to oscillate between 2 plus that. So that's it's going to oscillate between 1 and 3. I see. Yeah, and it's 2 minus x squared this. Okay, cool. So this will always be less than 2. So that's how you can prove that this is. So part D is actually not too hard to prove. That's how you can prove it's a local maxima. Honors 2 algebra and geometry. Okay, those are 2 classes you can take at the same time. Yeah, you can take algebra and geometry at the same time. I took your advice before, like, to move out from my parents' house. That's my motivation to get a job, and I did it. Go move out in the summer. Congrats. I'm glad you took my advice on that. Yeah, get out of the house. Your life will get so much better once you. Well, I mean, it might get worse at first because you don't have mom and dad to like pick up after you and like feed you and like do your laundry. But trust me, like as an individual in the development of yourself, you will do so much better than your peers if you move out and like put that additional stress on yourself to have to be independent. It's great. Do it. Dr. Gold, I got off the wait list for my 4th choice uni. Nice. I'm glad. Congrats, dude. Also, like, 4th choice is still better than, like, 0th choice, you know? You still got into a university. That's impressive. And in all honesty, it doesn't really matter where you go to college. It matters what you do in college. Like, yeah, name recognition is kind of cool and stuff, but you want to go where you can do the best work, not where you're just like, oh, but look, I have this name next to it. So congrats. I'm glad, you know, I know you may be like disappointed that you didn't get into your 1st choice, you got into your 4th choice, but especially these days, it's very difficult to get into these things. You should be really proud of yourself for getting into a college and starting that next chapter in your life. It's awesome. Congrats. I kind of did the same thing. So when I went to college for my 1st semester, I was absolutely in love with like the independence and the, you know, oh, I get to like choose my own destiny and like do my own stuff and wake up when I want, go to bed when I want. But also, you know, you have the responsibility of you have to go to your classes, you got to pass, you got to make sure you have clean underwear, you got to make sure the dishes aren't like, you know, rotting in the sink. Like there's a lot of things, but it's great. And I went back for Christmas break. And just being home, even for that week or 2 in Christmas break, I was like, I need to not come back for summer break. I was like, I need to find a way to stay at college for the summer because I absolutely hate being back home. And, you know, nothing against, like, you know, my parents are wonderful and, like, whatever, but it was something about, I really, really appreciated the independence of living on my own or, like, you know, living with roommates, living away from my kind of restricted parents at the time for good reasons. I think looking back, I'm glad they were kind of strict with me. But that was motivation so that when I got back to college for the spring semester, I went full force into asking professors, hey, is there any way I can get a summer internship? Like, because I knew my parents would let me stay at college if I had like a summer research job. And so I really like booked it to talk to as many professors as I could. And I ended up getting a research position that summer. And I was able to stay at college for the summer. And it was great. One of my most favorite experiences, most favorite summers. It was super cool. Nod very hard, Sar. Just go do Canada, Sar. Sensation, dude. Why are you obsessed with all the Indian stuff? Yeah, you gotta work on yourself and project for co-ops and stuff. You definitely do. Definitely do. Co-ops are great. AFG, I thought you were gone, dude. What are you doing back here?
Nah, I just went to go eat dinner. I'm back.
You're what? it took like 5 minutes, dude. What? How'd you eat dinner that quick?
Hell no, I went like 6:20. Wait, when did I go? I don't remember.
Oh, did you? No, dude. It was like 40 minutes ago.
Yeah, I ate fast.
Same. But yeah, Gladiator. Yeah, work on like projects, engineering co-ops. Those are all great things to work on. Calvin says, I'm still waiting on my results, but you def help with the AP Calc. Hell yeah. When do you guys get those scores? Is that in June or something? Late June, maybe? July?
July 6th.
He already knows. AFG already knows.
No,
July
I took
6th.
it. I like 5 APs, so I know.
Okay, cool. Well, yeah, please come back and tell me how you guys did. I appreciate that it helped.
I would be sad if I don't get any 5s. Like, if I get, like, anything below a 5, though.
You done messed up, Aaron!
Actually, no, I might, like, fail a push. But...
Yeah, some of those are weird. Sadara says, what was your internship about? I worked at a high-energy laser facility. Yeah, so I worked on it was called a petawatt laser. I did a bunch of, like, laser stuff. It was
oh,
cool.
yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know much about it.
Wow.
And you worked on that's crazy.
All right, here, let me help whatever the kids that actually need help. This stuff. Oh, we did this one. We did this one for you, Lucky Cat. Yeah, go check the answers for that. Here, Gladiator will help because I know you still have finals coming up. Oh, here we go. Oopsies.
You done messed up, Aaron!
This one's kind of tough. What was yours, AFG? What was this? Is it possible to find 3 distinct non-zero vectors so that the sum of any 2 is a scalar multiple of the third? Oh, that's cool. I don't know how I would do it, but I think I can.
Yeah, it took me long, but I got it.
Okay, nice. Sorry, where was it? This was the question. I appreciate Kaushik Techno. It was cool. It was a cool question. I can do part A and part D. I'm not sure on B and C yet. I think Jeff's on the right path. There is some like 2 pi n stuff.
Oh, the one we were doing?
Yeah.
Which one couldn't you do? Which one was it?
The part B and part C, showing that like the derivative is always positive or always negative, or from like some 0 to delta. It's in there. You'll see it.
Is it in like the thread?
Yes.
Oh, it is.
I just posted it. I posted it in the thread. Yeah, let me download it and put it in there. Who is this? This was Kaushik.
F is a decreasing function in 0 to delta.
Lucky Cat says, Dr. Gold, are you ever scared about moving out or getting fired from your job? Yeah. Happens all the time, dude. I've been fired many times. Well, I wouldn't say I've been fired many times. I've like lost the ability to generate income many times because mainly my income was from teaching students, and during COVID, like everyone was just cheating, so no one needed a tutor. So I did lose a lot of. I work remote now. I either teach at UCLA or I have another tech job that I work. But yeah, no. I guess at this point I've gotten kind of immune to the fear because I've been in positions where like income has like severely gone down and I've had to take out like pretty big like loans. You can always run things on credit cards. It's not a good idea, but you can do it. So I guess as you get older, you start to build more confidence that you can get over any like slump. Like any slump in life is temporary. You just have to fight your way through it, and you'll get back up on top. So I guess I've had a lot of slumps in my life to kind of have the self-confidence that I know I can get out of it later if I have to.
Oh, Gladiators, are these your courses like the whole year or like one semester, or what is this, bro? There's so many courses.
Yes, 200 for my EM course. Yeah, my course, June 22nd. What do you do in a situation? Are you divided money for so I have no emergency fund. No, I live paycheck to paycheck, like most people in America. Dude, what's a savings account? Excuse me. My emergency fund is a credit card. Like if something were to happen to me tomorrow, I would just throw that shit on a credit card. I have I think I have like $120,000 of like credit line, so like I can throw a significant amount on it if I had to. It's not advisable because compound interest is a bitch. Compound interest will fuck you. So like and if you guys have done enough math. So that's kind of my emergency fund. It's not really a fund. It's a net.
Take your credit card number, multiply by 2, then add 1, then subtract 1.
I've seen this before. I know this trick. I know.
Post your result in the comments.
I know this
some
trick.
people get it too.
Yeah. You're afraid about that moving out? Yeah, totally. Yeah. Any tips for Calc 2? Calc 2 is a lot of integrals, I think, right? Yeah. So get pretty good at knowing your trig, because there's a lot of like fun little trig tricks that you use for integration things. I would say like brush up on your calc for sure.
People think that for Calc 2 you need to memorize like every trig identity there is, but I feel like only thing you need is probably the Pythagorean identity and probably the power reduction formulas. Nothing else.
Yeah. There's some other cool ones.
I mean, if you know the power reduction formulas.
Given the
that's like,
plane 2x plus 3y plus 4 is equals to 24, and these are lines. Okay, cool. These are lines. Show that each line is contained in the plane. Ooh. Fascinating. How do you show a line is contained? I think what you do is for the equation of the plane, you find the normal to the plane, and then you show that the dot product of that with the line is always 0. I think that's what we do. Yeah. Right? Let me remember how, like, equation of a plane and a normal vector. Let me remember how this works.
Oh, I remember doing this. Show that it's in a plane, in that plane. Oh my god.
Man. What is it? Oh, it's x minus x naught, and then it's equal to 0. You don't need the normals? Oh, you show all points on the line meet the plane equation. Okay. I kind of wanted to get the normal line from this, but you're right, I could do that. So, like, for this one, for instance, like, x is equal to 0 plus 3r. Y is equal to 0 plus 2r. Z is equal to 6 minus 3r. And then you plug those into here.
Yeah, so let me go to 24.
Well, you have to say, like, so 2 times x, which is 0 plus 3r, plus 3 times y, 0 plus 2r, plus 4 times z, which is 6 minus 3r. Does that equal 24 for all r?
Yeah, it does.
I think it does, yeah, right. So this is 6r plus 6r plus 24 minus 12r is equal to 24. Cancel.
Yeah, 24. Yeah.
You get 24 equals 24. Great.
Line 1 is in the plane.
So, yeah. You could use a cross product for 2 XYZs. Surrender's right. Yeah, you could do that. Yeah, you totally could.
Cross product? Isn't that more work?
It is, but I mean, but they're right.
Yeah, they're right.
So if you were to get, I mean, you just create vectors. Well, actually, sorry, sorry, let me think about this. Sorry.
Create a vector.
You create a vector from this and a vector from this, and then you cross product them, and you should get the normal vector to the plane as well. Okay, so part A, just do that for the other 2 lines as well. Find the vertices of the triangle formed by the lines. Oh,
yeah, that's just intersection.
Okay. Intersection.
The intersection of the first 2 lines gives you, like, let's say vertex A and then vertex B for, like, the other 2 lines and, you know, all that. Basically just a triangle.
Yeah, you need the offset. You're right, Jeff. You definitely do. Sure. Okay. So I guess you could say that's this one. So what would this one be? This one would be x is equal to 14 plus s. Y is equal to negative 12 minus 2s, and then z is equal to 8 plus s. And then you want to show that these are equal for some value. Oh, for, well, wait. Oh, okay. So, okay. I think I have to find R and S, though, don't I? Or can I... No. I do need to find R and S. I think what you do is you set these equal, and you have 2 unknowns, and you have 3 equations, so you're okay.
Yeah, you just do 3R equals 14 plus S.
Right. And then you can set these ones equal, which would say that 2R... Or actually, let's do this one. Let's do this one. I think this one would be cool.
Why'd you write 14 plus 3?
6 minus 3R is equal to 8 plus S, right? So, you move the 6 over. So you get negative 3R is equal to, this is S, not 3, sorry. 2 plus S. And then, I guess you could divide the 2, right? You could do this divided by this. Or you could add them, sorry. Yeah, okay. So you get 0 is equal to 16 plus S. So S equals negative 16. And then if S equals negative 16, it's actually kind of ugly. What? I don't like that. No.
No, you shouldn't have done the third one, man.
Oh, it's equal to 2S. 2S.
Oh,
S equals negative 8. Yes.
I guess.
There we go.
S equals
Okay. And if S equals negative 8 there, then 14 minus 8 is 6. So then R is equal to 2.
R is equal to 2, and then you do 2, you put that back into like...
Yeah, so then plug them back in. Man, this is just like lengthy though, Gladiator.
640 is like the first worstest, and then you do it for everything. Oh, hell no.
Yeah, it just sucks. Like, yeah, so this is 6.
40.
4.
And 0, yeah.
Yes. Right, cool. And then, yeah, repeat. Rinse and repeat for the other ones.
What is perimeter? Isn't that just spamming distance formula between the vertices?
Yeah, distance formula. And then from that, you can use Herons, right?
Yeah, 1/2 ABAC. Well, you can do cross product.
No. You can do cross product maybe divided by 2?
Yeah, cross product of like
Cross product gets you cross product gets you a trapezoid.
Well, it's in 3D space, so half the magnitude of the cross product of I think it's called directional edge vectors or something. I forgot what it was called. I think so, because it's in 3D. It's not 2D. You can't use Herons.
But it's in a plane. No, you can definitely use Herons. It's area.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's 2D, Jeff. Jeff's right. It's 2D.
My name is Jeff.
Because it's in a plane.
3D?
Yeah. It's 3D coordinates,
right,
but it's in a
that.
2D plane.
But can't you like calculate the cross product and then divide it by 2, and that would give you the same answer, right? Or no?
Maybe. Let me see. What courses Gladiator's taking? Linear algebra. You're taking Calc 1 and Calc 2? This isn't at the same time, right? This is just for the whole year?
How do they let you take linear algebra without taking calculus, though? I mean, you don't really need it.
Business for engineers, cool. Chem, great. Engineering statics. And then physics. Yeah, okay, this is for a whole year. This is a pretty tough course load, Gladiator. I'm not gonna lie, dude. Is there
A whole year?
Sorry. Is there a reason you need to take that many courses all at once? Like, are you like trying to graduate really fucking quick or something? Cause I would drop the linear algebra. I don't think you should take Calc 1, Calc 2, and linear algebra in 1 year. That's a lot. And then
plus physics too.
Those are all required. I agree they're required, but I don't think you need to do them all in a year. Or really? Is it required you take all that in a year? Because then, yeah, you're also taking physics and statics and material science and chem. No, I understand physics 1, physics 2. I understand that.
What school is this, bro?
Yeah, what nightmare school is this, dude? You have to take all of this in 1 year? No, absolutely not, dude. Absolutely not, dude. What? No. That's way too many classes.
All that the first year, bro. What school are you going to, dude?
University of Pain.
You done messed up, Aaron!
Western University? Do you know Western? Here, I'm gonna save this.
I don't know Western. I mean, I've heard of it, but I don't know it.
Who is this? This was
Western.
Gladiator's question.
University. Western University of Health Sciences? But there's so many Western University. Which one?
CWRU. Yeah. You're smart, Gladiator. Like, I have no doubt you could take all those classes like individually. I just think it might be a little much to take them all at once. Like in
He's
one
gonna
year.
start losing hair. Case Western. Is it Case Western?
Oh, Case Western Reserve? Oh, I know Case Western. Case Western's
Oh,
cool.
I know Case Western.
Yeah, Case Western's dope.
Bro, people just be farming aura by saying like Western. Like, bro, I gotta.
Oh, Canadian London, Ontario.
What is that supposed to mean?
I don't know what
now?
that means. But oh, Canadian.
Canadian Western University.
Anyways, yeah, that being
Oh.
said, I mean, this is aggressive. This is an aggressive course load. It can be required, yeah, if you want to advance for all the math, yeah. Like this I agree with, this I agree with, this I agree with, this I agree with. Sure,
Even
you could throw chem in there, and yeah, whatever. Business is fucking bullshit. But
1 + 1 is 2. Oh my God. What's
yeah,
engineering static?
Statics is not. This is not an easy class. Statics is not easy. It's one of the weed out classes for engineering for sure. Statics.
What is it? Like, what does it teach you?
Like I would. It's about doing like force diagrams with things that are static. It's a bunch of here.
Oh, I see.
Static equilibrium, I think, is what it stands for.
Statics.
Yeah, like stress and strain. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
this is statics. It's just painful. This shit's just like painful.
It's not okay. It's doable, but
It's doable, but like it's lengthy, it's involved, and it hurts. So the fact that you're gonna take statics along with physics, along with material science, this to me is like, this to me is scary.
I feel like he shouldn't do like both calcs and both physics along with linear algebra. I don't even know how his school let him take that.
No. This is in a year, so this is probably like semester 1. This is probably like the second semester. This is again probably semester 1,
Yeah, but
semester
there's
2.
still like 2 semesters, and he's doing all that in 2 semesters.
This is fine. The calculus and the physics is fine. Taking linear algebra as well is like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. How did his school let
that's
it?
like a little too much.
I feel like the only course that he should take is the one with the red arrows. Look,
Yes, these are all saved to the Discord. Yeah, sorry. I was supposed to end the stream a little bit ago, but Hatham, what'd you have for me? What'd you have? Oh, this is a fun one. I think I could do this one real quick for you, maybe, or maybe I couldn't.
what is that? Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
we did
there's a
Lucky
trick
Cats here.
behind that one.
There's a trick behind this one.
It's pretty fun. It's not
Linear
hard.
algebra for engineers. Yeah, but it's still gonna be tough, dude. Linear algebra is still not super easy, unless like they're literally just doing like, what was it, RREF? I think I have seen this one before. Yeah.
It's not hard. It's not hard. It's just think.
I think.
You got-
Do you set like the derivative of the denominator is equal to the numerator? Not with the x though.
No,
that's the
low-key,
issue.
There are many ways you can do this.
They are similar. Yeah, they are similar. Yeah, one thing would be to say is that like u is equal to cosine of x. So then you have right, du is equal to negative sine of x. So then you have like x negative x du over 1 plus u squared. And like this is almost integrable, but the problem is this. Right? Yeah, this just like this messes it up. Use King's rule first, then you u sub.
But yeah, I've heard that so many times. What is King's rule?
What is King's rule?
I don't know. It's like an Indian thing. I seriously don't know. It's something they learn in India. I know that for sure. It's like King's rule of integration or something. Oh yeah. Okay. That's the trick. I know, but I didn't know that was called King's rule.
Integral from a to b of f of x dx is the same thing as a to b of f of a plus b minus x dx.
Yeah, it is.
I
But
didn't know this, dude. What? Where the
You didn't
fuck
know
this
that?
come from? No, I've
that
never
was a
known
trick behind that part. So
this
basically,
is
what you do
dude.
is
This is classic like JEE bullshit, dude. They just like teach you like some like cool little fancy trick to like solve something that's
Yeah.
impossible.
Oh no.
So for that integral, I've seen a solution. It's what you do is I think every x you replace with pi minus x, and then
Oh, sine of
you
pi
know,
minus x is cosine.
Yeah, no, pi minus x.
Yeah,
And
pi
you
minus
sine
x.
of pi minus x. That's
Well,
sine
because you're going from 0
Yeah.
to 0 to pi.
Yeah, exactly. And then
You're going from 0
you
to
know,
pi.
then
So then you can do 0 to
that's
pi
easy.
of f of what is that? Pi minus x dx. Okay. So what's that? 0 to pi of x stays x becomes pi minus x, right? So it's pi minus x times sine of pi minus x
over 1 plus cosine squared pi minus x.
dx.
Yeah.
Why does this make things easier?
Because you know that cosine and sine is an even. Oh, God, what am I saying? Sine is an odd function, cosine is an even function. So then, sine of pi minus x gives you sine x, and then cosine of pi minus x gives you negative cosine x, and then you sub them back in, and then.
But then it's
you know
squared.
that. Yeah, if you square negative cosine x, that just gives you cosine squared x.
Oh,
and
so
that
you can
makes
just write this as
two
cosine of x,
Yeah.
and then this can be written as sine of x, I guess again.
So basically, then you split that integral. So you do like I equals integral of pi sine x over 1 plus cosine squared x dx minus integral of x sine x x sine x over 1 plus cosine squared x dx.
And then that's the same integral.
Yeah, so then
Oh, and then
that's
you just move
pi
it back.
minus I, so then gives you 2y, and you do all that stuff.
Oh, that's clever.
I've seen like a YouTube video on it.
Oh, that's so clever.
I don't know if it's called King's rule. I've heard of the rule, but I didn't know it was this rule.
Yeah, it's an identity for the integral anyways, yeah, right? Yeah.
Yeah, let me search up what's like.
So sine of pi minus x, right, is equal to negative sine of x? Is that what we said? No.
Oh, that's what it's called. It's actually called reflection property of definite integrals.
Wait, sine of pi minus x is the same thing as sine of x? That's what we said?
Yeah. And then cosine of that is negative cosine x.
Yeah.
I know, I thought this was clever too. Like, I would have just done u sub. But, I mean...
You're integrating backwards, so you need an extra negative. Yeah.
Because, like,
This is...
this is basically another way of u sub, right? I guess. Except you're not doing anything u, but I guess.
Yeah, and then you can break this up.
Yeah.
So what
Then
was
it's
this?
just easy. So it becomes the same integral.
0 to pi,
Pi sine. Yeah, I took out pi, yeah.
sine x over 1
Over
plus
that.
cosine squared x, and then minus 0 to pi.
Just write I. Just write minus I.
Yeah, I know. Well, I'm going to show it eventually. Sine of x.
Yeah, okay.
1 plus cosine squared x. But then this was all equal to the integral from 0 to pi of x sine x over 1 plus cosine squared x. Yeah, and then this is clever. This is kind of like the cyclical integration by parts thing. This is insane
then I guess
shit.
at the end you do cosine, and at the end you do u equals cosine, and then u sub.
Yeah, and then that's just u sub.
Yeah.
So then 2 of those is equal to this. And now you can use u sub.
So it gives you
U is equal to
negative
cosine of x.
u.
So du equals negative sine of x, whatever dx. So then that's negative pi. What's that?
What? Where did you get -pi from?
Well, because there's a minus sign from here,
Oh, yeah.
from the use of.
Oh, yeah.
What's that? Oh, 1
du
to
1
to -1.
and du over 1 plus
d over 1 plus u squared. This is tangent, right? Or arctan?
Yeah, I feel like Gold. I feel like what you should do is you should now reverse the limits. It's arctan. It is arctan.
It
You
is
should
arctan, right?
reverse the limits. Reverse the limits.
Oh,
so
to get
it's-
rid of the negative? Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Because that would make it easier when you do the arctan. It would give you whatever.
Okay, pi
That's-
arctangent of arctangent
you.
of u from -1 to 1. And then what's that? That's pi over 4 negative
minus.
minus
Yeah,
3 pi over 4?
minus-
That's 3 pi over 4.
Yeah,
No,
but-
fuck. No,
It is. Pi over 4 minus 3 pi over 4.
it is 3
no,
pi over
pi-
4.
Pi over 4.
Arctan
No,
is
it's
defined arctan is defined in quadrants 1 and 4, right?
So that's pi over 4 minus.
Minus pi minus
negative
negative pi over 4. Yeah, okay. So it's
That gives you
pi,
2
and
pi
that's
over- yeah,
pi over 4 minus pi over 4. Okay,
that's 2
cool.
pi over-
So you get 2 pi squared over 4.
Yeah, 2 pi squared over 4.
So it's equal to
Pi squared over 2.
pi squared over 2.
And
And then you have
pi
another 2
squared
here.
Yes.
So the answer is, so wait, 2 times blah, blah, blah is equal to pi squared over 2. Think I'm off by negative?
No, you're good.
Pi squared over 4. I think it's the final
Yeah,
answer.
I think you're not off by negative, are you? You flipped the limits, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
Okay.
Send it in
Okay.
chat real quick. Oh, I changed the limit to integration, Jeff. When I was down here, Jeff,
You did? Oh, yeah, you did. You did.
from
Yeah, he flipped the limits.
from 1 to -1, I flipped it from -1 to 1, and I got rid of the minus sign. Yeah, I think it's just pi squared over 4. Pi squared over 4. Nice. Good job, everybody. Cool question, Hytham. It's okay, Jeff.
It was cool. You know, just because I've seen the solution, that's why I know it. But
It's called pattern recognition.
I was genuinely, when I saw it, like the first time in a YouTube thumbnail, I was doing it by like usub. I couldn't get an answer.
That one said difficulty 5 out of 10. I think knowing King's Rule, I didn't know about that King's Rule thing. That's a very specific
Yeah,
thing.
if you don't know about King's Rule, then that's like a 7, bro.
Yeah, but this was very cool. Thank you, Hytham. Appreciate that.
It's definitely doable without King's Rule, though, right?
Yeah. Okay.
You should try mine after. Well, now not, and now you're ending the stream, but like
Now I gotta go. Yeah, let's close the stream.
before you
Alright,
go
cool.
to sleep.
Thank you, everyone, for coming to Actual Education Office Hours. Appreciate all the questions today. Had a lot of fun with you guys. Thanks for hanging. Thanks for teaching me.
You're not streaming next week?
No streams next week, but we will be streaming this week. I think we're streaming on Thursdays the next time. Let me see what's on the calendar. No stream tomorrow. Eric's got a stream, but we will stream Thursday, I think. Let me see when I need to bring my car in again to get it worked on. If I have to bring it again on Thursday, I might not be able to make it. But I will try to plan as many things as we can. And then Friday is the World Cup. So go watch the World Cup on Friday. USA is playing.
Oh yeah, I'm
Um,
gonna watch that.
Is Canada in?
Yeah, of course. It's the host.
Oh yeah, the host automatically get it. Oh, we're
Host
playing
automatically.
Paraguay. Paraguay on
Okay, so
Friday.
Okay, that might not be one-sided though, Loki.
Who's Canada playing? Canada's playing
you Canadian?
Bosnia
Oh, Bosnia.
and Herzegovina.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
I
So
hope
they're also
Canada
playing on
wins.
Friday. So for my Canadian viewers, yeah, go watch the game on Friday. It's a cool thing to know. It's a cool thing to watch the world competing against each other at a sport. I know, like in the U.S., soccer is not really big, and I know there's a lot of backdrop and doom and gloom
Oh
in today's current events of the globe, but it's still fun to watch. What's
I
up?
mean, there are teams like some teams are not even that good. They're still playing like Uzbekistan.
2020 World Cup in schools peak. Yeah, probably.
Yes, bro. Oh my god. I mean, I'm still
All
gonna
right.
be in school. But
Let's go raid somebody. Let's go say hi to someone. Thanks, Dr. Gold. I will upload more interesting questions. Yes, enjoy the World Cup, everyone. Let's go
I mean, it
say
starts on
hi.
Thursday, right? Yeah.
Let's go say hi to somebody. Who am I gonna say hi to?
Jinxie. Jinxie. doesn't
Jinxie.
leave
Everyone
early.
wants me to say Jinxie, dude. Yeah, no. My raid would be lost on Jinxie.
Yeah.
Let's go say hi to Shark Geek. What's Shark Geek doing? Shark misinformation with science. Yeah, he's a cool dude. I met him at TwitchCon. He's cool.
Oh, yeah.
Do I want the Spurs or the Knicks to win? It's kind of hard because like I'm from Texas, so I should want the Spurs to win, but I very much resonate with New York. My dad's from New York too, so like, and I was a big Yankees fan like growing up, so I don't know. I'm torn. Both teams are gonna do really great, but I hope New York wins because it would be kind of dope for them. I know they would like it. Okay, all right. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. We'll see you on Thursday. Peace.
New York's up right now, right? Yeah, I think so.
That happened.
Yeah, New
May
York
have
is
been
up.
a lemon shark.
All right,
or,
peace,
I don't
AFG.
know if it was a black tip or not,
All right,
but
see ya.
a small shark this guy caught came up, latched onto his pinky, and then twisted.